It's time for Wenatchee Panthers soccer on the NCW Life channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by The Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth, Collins Fashions, Town Nissan, and Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge. Now let's go live to Lieboftel Field at the Apple Bowl for all the action with Sebastian Moraga.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's encounter between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Davis Pirates. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me is Matt Wyson. And Matt, these are two teams that we've seen before. Davis we saw against Eastmont, and Wenatchee we saw against Central Valley. How much progress do you think Wenatchee has made winning two games after losing to Central Valley?
Yeah, I think they made lots of progress. These girls are all very familiar with each other. They're a little rusty coming in, but it doesn't take long, a week or two, to knock that rust off and find their chemistry again. And as we saw 12-0 against Eisenhower, I think they found a little chemistry.
And Davis, of course, losing to Eastmont 2-0 in a game that was a lot closer than the score might tell you. What do you think their expectations are coming into this second leg of this road trip?
Well, Wenatchee and Davis, their games, just like Eastmont and Davis, are typically pretty tight. I think they split last year. Wenatchee's got older, more seasoned players than Davis does this year. Wenatchee is going to look to expose Davis on the far post, those runs and those crosses across the goal mouth. They're going to look to expose Davis's overreaction and defending, sucking back too far into their goal, try and take advantage of stuff at top of the box for balls back across the green and away from the keeper, and lots of shots down tonight. I think we're going to see lots of that kind of stuff coming from Wenatchee. Sounds
like we're going to see a good one here between Davis and Wenatchee. When we come back, we have a short interview with the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, John Springer. You won't want to miss it. This is NCW Live. Don't go away.
Welcome to the Apple Bowl for tonight's soccer action between Wenatchee High School and Davis Pirates. With me is John Springer, head coach for Wenatchee High School. John, so coming off a very successful season last year, 12-4, early on in the season so far this year, but we got a couple wins already. What do you know about your team, and what are you looking forward to finding out?
Well, we know quite a bit about this team. This team, they were pretty much all freshmen and sophomores that are now juniors and seniors. So this is our, third year together. For the most part, with the exception of two or three girls throughout the last, few seasons. So we know what to expect. I think the biggest difference this year is their leadership. It's just senior leadership is huge, and that's what we're seeing. The communication on the field is the best I've ever seen, and just the work rate. The girls are really excited about what they did last year and hope to build on that. They've got high goals this season. And, started a little slow with that loss to Central Valley, but I actually thought the girls played well and felt like that game could have gone either way. But it was good for them to experience that. That's a really good team. I think that Greater Spokane League is probably the best league in the state, and we play them tight. So we're excited to see how the season goes.
Any players we need to keep an eye on tonight? Any injuries, anything like that going on?
Nothing significant, there's half the girls have sniffles right now. It seems like that's always it seems like the second or third week of school, it always seems to happen. But no, everybody's healthy. They're good to go. I think we've got, great forward play right now with Jaden Griggs and Allie Flynn, especially those two, junior and a senior. Our midfielders have been playing strong. We've been playing with the three midfielders. And defensively, I think Allie Rader is really taking charge back there. Ellie Toth and Emmy Coldy are real standout defenders as well. And I like what we see so far, and we'll see what happens tonight.
All right. Well, best of luck, Coach. Go get them tonight. When we come back, we'll do lineups, and we'll bring you live soccer action here at Apple Bowl on NCW Life Channel.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. National anthem has been played. The starters have been announced. And now the last-minute huddles indicate that this one is just about to start. And Matt Wyson, you had the chance to talk to the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, John Springer. and it seems like they're really taking this as the beginning of something special.
Yeah, John's got high hopes this year. They did well last year, finishing up with 12 wins in league. He wants more. He expects more, and I think he's got the personnel to do it. They've got a lot of years under their belt.
Without a doubt. Now, what can we see when we look from up here, the formations, as we see both teams lining up for the start of this contest?
It looks like they're running a 4-3-3. It's gonna be fine.
Who's they?
Wenatchee, sorry about that. John's looking to get that ball, I think, down their wings and expose their backside defense or lack thereof, and off of some crosses, potentially some early balls in, as Davis does like to press a little bit, and then maybe also some deep penetrating balls with some cutback runs and passes as Davis collapses really deep in their box.
We are in business here at the Apple Bowl. Glad to have you with us. Wenatchee moving the ball upfield via Kate. The push upfield stopped by the back line of Davis. That one doesn't quite work, and the goalkeeper for the Pirates struggles a little bit to control that particular ball. Goalkeeper for Wenatchee is Kenia Ortega. Goalkeeper for Davis is Eliza Berman. A couple of changes in the lineup for Davis from the one we saw a few days ago across the bridge, Matt Wisen. Not the exact same lineup. We have Itzel Islas in place of Jade Olivas, Alisa Palma in place of Melchor, and Liz Cantu, who got some playing time but did not start, starting in place of Mesa. That speaks without a doubt that there are some things that did not go Davis's way, besides, of course, the result that Coach Tim wants to get fixed and wants to get fixed quickly.
Yeah, early on in the season, coaches are juggling their lineups or rosters quite a bit, trying to find the right chemistry. Starters typically aren't really set except for maybe a few of them.
Now Davis trying to set the tempo early on here. The ball pushed upfield by Liz Cantu, one of the players we were talking about. Touch to Islas, a bit too long. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Wenatchee. You mentioned a very important word, chemistry. Mm-hmm. Now, chemistry is important, I would say, in most every endeavor that involves more than one person. But in girls soccer, it's incredibly important how vital it is that the team gets along.
Yeah, chemistry. Well, you want to play with pace, speed, quick thinking. And if you're trying to figure it out on the go, it slows you down.
A quick run along the left side. The shot across by Toth, trying to connect with one of those forwards. Instead, the ball goes out of bounds. It should be a corner kick for Wenatchee. First one of the game for either team.
So back to chemistry. If you know where your players, if you know what their tendencies are, where they're likely to be, that's going to speed up your vision, your passing, and your movement, and makes the defense have to react all that much quicker, which is going to cause mistakes.
Here's the corner kick. A glut of Wenatchee jerseys, all white, as opposed to the black jerseys of Davis. Top of the box, the shot, right-footed. Collected inside the box by Wiersma. The shot doesn't quite work. Rejected by Davis. And where have we seen this before, Matt Wisen?
Yeah, I think Coach Springer was watching that Eastmont tape. Saw them run that corner kick a few times on Davis with some success. I would keep running. I wouldn't go away from it quite yet.
Raider interrupted by Davis. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. It should be Davis's ball, in my opinion, and it is. 36 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first half of play. Davis, the Pirates, Wenatchee, the Panthers, tied at 0-0. Shot across, forthcoming. Nope. Instead, it's going to be a goal kick. Good job by the defense there, shielding the ball. Looks like Ali Raider. Long kick upfield. Across the center line we go. Before Flynn can catch up with it. The Pirates recover. That one was Garfias. Wind keeps blowing here at the Apple Bowl.
It's a gusty night.
Alisa Palma. Recovered by Davis into the box. Let's see where's the shot. Doesn't fire. Is Alisa Palma on a personal maneuver. And there will be a throw-in for Davis. We're seeing a bit more daring from the Davis side than we saw earlier in the first half against Eastmont, Matt Weisen.
Yeah.
There's
Davis,
a shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Go ahead, please.
I think they definitely are afraid to give up some momentum and get back on their heels like they did against Eastmont. They never really found their sink, and they became very one-dimensional with playing really direct, straight down the middle. They had some success doing that because Eastmont lost their focus through the middle and all ability to mark those runners. So, we'll see. Davis is really sending lots of numbers forward.
Springer taken back by Bohosky. That one was Wiersma. Up the line for Griggs. Rejected by the Pirates. Trying again is Coldy. That one was Raider. Across the center alley. Nice touch. Across the center line, I should say. Quick triangulation. Into the box we go. There's Griggs. Flag
First
is up.
offside.
None of that will count, but a nice move along the left flank by the Wenatchee Panthers that the Davis team had a hard time catching up to.
Yeah, Davis, just like, against Eastmont, they left two back and didn't get back down the flanks very well to defend that. I think Wenatchee's definitely going to hopefully exploit that.
Indirect free kick for the Pirates. Catching up with that one is Martin. First runner is the back line of the Panthers. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Davis. There's the throw-in. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee has determined here. Throw-in for... Well, must have been a bad throw-in because Wenatchee has restarted the contest. Ariana Escobedo. Over the head of two. Connecting with Griggs. Into the box we go. And the stop by Eliza Berman. There's Berman. Garfias. Recovered by the Panthers. Escobedo. Over the head of one once again. Maneuver works. There's the left shot. Good turn. Right foot. The shot. And the stop by Berman with a bit of hesitation there.
Yeah, that looked like it was handled, but I've got poor vision from up here, but the way that ball reacted sure looked like it was handled.
Give it like a funny little bounce there on its way to the hands of Eliza Berman. But play continues now. Toth. Into the box we go. There's Griggs. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball, says the referee. Throw-in forthcoming. 32 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first half. Rejected by Jolly. Trying again for the Panthers is Toth. Chipper alongside the 18. Recovered by Davis. And here's where Davis is dangerous. The quick counterattack. Good triangulation happening. Good move. Up the line. Kelly Martin. Ball goes out of bounds. No, it's still in bounds. And now, let's see what the referee says. He says it's Wenatchee ball. Throw-in coming. The quick counterattack continues to be Davis's main weapon of choice here. Garfias. Palma. Recovered by Springer. Springer straight up the middle. Cantu. Fiona Naughton. Taken back by Allie Flynn with no fear there. Escobedo. Flynn. Escobedo first on it are the Pirates. Escobedo trying to scoop it back up. Cam doesn't quite work. Islas along the left side colliding with Milner, it looks like. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for Davis. Along the left side goes Martin. First on it, however, is Coldy. Shot across nevertheless. Ortega, and a bit of hesitation there between Ortega and Toth. That Toth resolves with more urgency than style.
Yeah.
Ball still in the Wenatchee half of play. Matt Wisen.
That's got to be the keeper's ball right there. No hesitation. You're coming out and getting it. Even if your own player is trying to put a foot on it, you're still taking it away from her.
Wiersma still on the left side. Through ball trying to connect with Griggs. There's Griggs, the turn, collision. It will be Wenatchee ball on a throw, and the fans here wanted a little bit more than just a throwing call, but it seems like it was just basically in the run of play that the two collided. There's the throw-in. Turner. Griggs into the box. Now top of the box, Escobedo. Naughton for Davis. Off to the races is Martin. Ball goes out of bounds. Olivas hands the ball to a teammate. There's Olivas. Flanked by two. Taken back by Ariana Escobedo. Good player, this one.
Wenatchee's playing pretty narrow right now. Not necessarily taking advantage of their lack of defense down the wing. I would start out a little wider if I was Wenatchee. They kind of also remind me of a team that just got done playing a match that came a little too easy.
Springer into the box, and a shot by the defender almost surprises Berman. Referee, let's see what the referee says. It should be
Corner kick.
Oh, it went out of bounds. Okay, all right.
Wenatchee's kind of acting. There's not a whole lot of urgency in the attacking third. Maybe because they didn't really need much against Eisenhower and things came a little too easy.
There's a shot. Turner. Trying to clear it was Martin. A charge from behind. Let's see what the referee says. Whistle on the play. It should be Wenatchee ball. You were saying, Matt?
Oh, just Wenatchee. I think as soon as they kind of wake up and get into this game a little bit more, we'll see a little bit more out of them.
Into the box they go. The shot right-footed, blocked by a defender. Cleared away, trying to connect with Martin once again. Taken back by Miller. Miller shading to her right. To her it goes. That one is Turner. Turner. Right-footed past one. Good connection. Left foot. The shot, and a stop by Berman. What a shot that time by Jaden Griggs. 27 minutes, 51 seconds left in the first half, and a clear opportunity of goal gone wasting for the Panthers. Matt Wisen.
Great opportunity. The keeper stood strong there, and unfortunately for Wenatchee, it just came right deflected off of her. But keep that up. Keep those crosses in, and as we saw against Eastmont, they're a little bit sketchy in the defense. They're clearing those balls out.
Third corner kick of the game, all three favoring the Panthers. Into the box they go. Nobody can connect. Then outside of the box, 18 yards out. Now in the 6. A bit of a mixer going on. Ball pinballing every which way. Wiersma over the head of everybody and out of bounds. It should be Davis's ball, and it is. 27 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first half. The Pirates of Davis, the Panthers of Wenatchee still tied at 0-0.
So Davis just switched their speed out here on the left side. I don't know if Wenatchee picked that up, but maybe they're going to try and send something down here on this wing.
Across the center line goes Milner. Now trying again is Wiersma. Shading to her left, way to her left. Over to chase it is Griggs. Bohaski. Trying again at the corner are the Panthers. Milner. Escobedo. She can't quite control the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Davis. Folks, this moment of the game brought to you by TC Slingers. No more need for wheelbarrows, shovels, or rakes. We place the material for you.
Now I'll hear about that. I spent a good 6 hours last Friday doing just that, manual labor.
Into Davis's territory we go. Once again, on the left side is Flynn. Battling with Cup. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball. Throw in. 25 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first half of play. Across the top of the box. Rejected by Davis. Trying again for the Panthers is Turner. Over the head of everybody, connecting with Springer. Springer well surrounded now by Jolly. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. Looks like there's going to be a couple of substitutions here, folks. At least one and maybe two, and perhaps even three. Yep, just 2 players. No, just the 2 players for Wenatchee entering the contest. We'll tell you in a second who they are. One of them, it seems, is Aaron Amel, number 22. And one, the speedy one, going all the way to the corner spot. Will remain a mystery for a couple more minutes. So 2 substitutions. There's Amel with the 4th corner kick of the half. Cleared away by number 12, Lee Scantu. And it will be the 5th corner kick of the half now coming for Wenatchee.
Wenatchee's picking up right where Eastmont left off last game with like 12 or more corners.
Let's have a look if we can find that. Yeah, it was. I had 11 corners for Wenatchee. For Eastmont, I beg your pardon. Top of the box. A couple of players trying to fire. A couple of bounces going away. Coldy. Toth. Top of the box. Good move. Good move. With the torso controlling that ball.
Great job turning on that, bringing it down to our feet.
Ball goes out of bounds, and Wenatchee not being able to capitalize, but definitely leading the tempo, setting the tempo early on.
Yeah, they have Davis on their heels. Wenatchee can be just a little more patient in their shot selection. And
Wiersma, shot across.
Maybe a few slicing runs through.
Springer, right-footed, Springer! And the stop by Berman. And another corner kick for the Panthers.
Thinking just that one extra touch inside the box, and they'll be in.
22 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. There's the shot. Cleared away. Trying to push it back into the box was Ali Rader.
And I think we're talking about combo play with Eastmont as well, trying to get through this defense that just likes to sit back
and bet on the counter attack.
Mm-hmm.
Davis trying to push the ball upfield. Naughton taken back by the Panthers. Pushed way up. Not a major problem for that lady right there, Miss Ortega, the goalkeeper for Wenatchee. Ortega, straight up the middle. Actually shading a little bit to the right. The header by Olivas. Amold. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball. Let's see what the referee says. The referee is going to point to the bench, the Wenatchee bench, because here comes another substitution. The other substitution that we had early on, it was number 7, Maddie Smith, it looks like. We'll tell you in a second who the third sub for Wenatchee is. Free kick for Davis. 21-26 left in the first half. Still tied at 0-0. Alisa Palma. There's Palma once again. Right-footed. Whistle on the play. What did the referee see on that one, Matt Wisen? I think it was a handball too. Quick run, straight up the middle. Good opportunity coming. Escobedo bounces off a defender. Trying again is Springer. Springer into the box, and the stop by Berman. 0-0 tie so far between Pirates and the Panthers here at the Apple Bowl. Kick straight up the middle. A bit of trouble that time for Raider. Over to put some pressure is Martin. Rejected by the back line of the Panthers. Escobedo once again. Escobedo. Over to chase up to that ball is the third sub. Sanchez Blanco, number 5. Rejected. Recovered by Griggs. Rejected again. Naughton. Keeping it inbounds is Toth. Toth with a bit of room. Toth. Left foot shot into the box. And the stop by Berman. Sanchez Blanco, the number 5, is the third sub for Wenatchee. No subs yet for Davis. A quick run. Martin colliding with Raider, it looks like. Ball goes out of bounds. If I'm Davis, I'm quite satisfied with a 0-0 tie at the break myself. I don't know if you agree with that.
At the break, yeah, they'd be fortunate to get out without any tallies against them this first half. As much looks as Wenatchee's had inside their defending third. Yeah.
There's Cantu. The touch to Martin doesn't quite work. Wenatchee on the move once again. Cleared by the center back of Davis. Trying again is Springer. Springer and Ariana Escobedo. Stolen by Garfias. Garfias pushing it upfield, looking to connect with Islas. Instead, it's the back line of Wenatchee responding well. Across midfield into Davis territory, keeping the ball low. The good turn that time. Toth. The shot, 18 yards. The shot and the stop by Berman once again. Responding well, the goalkeeper for Davis.
That was a good save there. That was a difficult ball to handle. That skipped in low. And she did a good job keeping that thing tight against her body.
It was Jaden Griggs with the shot, number 8. Palma. Good turn past Wiersma. Garfias. Olivas. Palma. Taken back by Escobedo. Right foot shot. Griggs. Quickly covered by 3 players. Cleared away. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Let's see what the referee says.
So we have 2 more subs coming in, maybe.
Couple of subs. Yes, it's Davis now with a substitution and 3 subs for Wenatchee. Maggie Milner is one of them, number 16 for the Panthers. We're back in action now. Coldy. Back to Ortega. That one is Raider. Along the left side we go. That was Toth. Wiersma. Straight up the flank. Cleared away by Jolly. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. 17-19 left in the first half. Wenatchee dominating, pressuring, taking good shots, but still not being able to break the 0 here at the Apple Bowl. 0-0. Pirates and Panthers. There's the throw-in. Into the box we go. Cleared back by the defense of Davis, and the shot by Escobedo goes over the crossbar. Not a major worry, but for the goalkeeper, Eliza Berman. Goal kick for the Pirates. This moment of the game brought to you by Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for residential and commercial heating and air conditioning. That's Arctic Refrigeration and Heating Incorporated. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for, looks like Davis from up here. Yep, Davis will put it back into play. Palma trying to sneak past Toth. Good job shielding the ball. The touch does not work. It will be Ortega with the goal kick. 16 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first half.
Davis is just so, I guess, disorganized going forward. Not really any much of a threat going forward. If I'm Wenatchee, I'm feeling pretty good. Might even send a few more numbers up, and take my time and move the ball around a little bit longer on the attack.
Offside call. The triangulation didn't quite work. But sometimes it's scary with the ease with which Wenatchee is penetrating that the right flank of the Davis defense.
They're getting in there easily, but they're just kind of settling for shots and not the best looks. I think if they just take their time a little bit more, maybe work some combo plays, getting through, just like we said with Eastmont, they'll find a way to pick this defense apart.
There's Ortega. Ortega and Sanchez Blanco. Sanchez Blanco, good move past Cantu. Blanco trying to connect with Flynn. Instead it's Jolly. Jolly sending it out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Ellie Toth with the ball now. Wiersma. The shot into the box. Sanchez Blanco a bit too long for her on the bounce. It will be Davis ball. Nope, it will be a corner kick. I stand corrected. Another corner kick. 6-1 by my count, all favoring the ladies in white. The Panthers of Wenatchee, WA. 14:24 left in the first half. There's the shot right at the 6. Rejected by Bohoski. Trying again for the Panthers is Wiersma. Backing up a little bit. And there we go again. Flynn. Sanchez Blanco into the box. Bounces off Davis's player. And it will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. What do you say to your team to not let frustration set in when you take shot after shot after shot and it's just not going in?
If I'm Coach Springer,
Yeah.
they need to keep taking shots, obviously, but I think they're taking kind of some silly shots right into the teeth of Davis defense. There are better shots available. They're just not being very patient.
Ball goes out of bounds. Substitution coming. It will be once again Wenatchee sending some subs out to get some playing time. Number 10, Greta Wiersma, taking a seat. We'll tell you in a few minutes who replaces her. And the throw-in will favor the Davis Pirates, holding on to a 0-0 tie here at the Apple Bowl. For a school night, and for a chilly school night at that, considerable, sizable crowd here cheering on both teams. There's the shot. Escobedo a bit wide. Smith, good turn that time, clearing their way. Smith, and the stop by Berman.
So right there, if I'm Smith, I'm taking a few more touches right at goal. I'm driving as hard as I can towards goal. I'm going to bring a defender right at me. And I'm going to be leaving only one more defender in the box. And that, if you're Wenatchee, you should be able to pick that apart pretty quickly with the overload on the far side.
Because that was a very good angle to make a shot from. I mean, very tough angle, I should say, to make a shot from. It would have been easier, like you said, to get a little closer, to bring a defender out, split the defense a little bit more, and leave our teammate open.
Exactly.
Here's Davis on the counter. Martin with some space. Martin, and now Palma. There's Martin in the box. Shot past Ortega. A good effort by Davis, but still nothing that would worry Ortega much. That was number 5, Jade Olivas, for the Pirates. Jade Olivas started against Eastmont, and today it's Itzel Islas taking her place. There's Escobedo. Coldy. Raider. Connecting at midfield with Toth. Now up the line we go. Shading towards the center. Flynn.
Wenatchee's playing very narrow right now. Just not getting those outside backs forward to get some width.
Escobedo, good move. Asking for it on the left side is Amold.
That's what we needed right there was that width. I don't know why I would second guess that pass, pull it back in.
Escobedo. Coldy on the rejection. Now Sanchez Blanco with some room. Sanchez Blanco enters the box. Shot across. Cleared away with no major problem by Davis. Amold. Escobedo lets it sail by. Turner. Toth. A very well-populated back line of Davis trying to recover the ball. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and Wenatchee's not doing themselves any favor by playing so narrow. If they've got 9 back, you're never going to go right down through the middle in that. You need to try and stretch them out. Either stretch them out width-wise or depth-wise. Pull the ball back, bring it around, possess it. Try and draw them out, and then you can go through. Unfortunately, with soccer, it just takes one goal, and there's no shot clock. So if you take,
there's a quick run along the left side. Excuse me, Matt, but I don't think Miss Jade Olivas, is going to catch up to it. You were saying
if you take 79 minutes and 59 seconds to possess the ball, and 1 second to shoot it and win the game, that's fine. It may be horrible soccer. Not very exciting, but that's all you need. So, like I was saying, there's no shot clock. You don't have to get a shot off in under 30 seconds or whatever basketball is.
I think it's 24 in the pros, 30 in college.
Okay, look around and just take your time and open it up, and they'll find some success.
And it's not like Wenatchee has to rely on the one player to sink it in. These are players who are veterans, who know how to treat the ball.
Yep.
And who can put the ball in the back of the net. And of course, speaking of it, here comes Davis. A quick run on the left side by Jade Olivas. That's the second time that Olivas has been with pretty wide open, I should say, on the left side. Worrisome, perhaps, even for such a timid team as the Pirates have been today.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it only takes one shot. There's Wenatchee recovering the ball, taking it away from Brianna Garfias, number 9. Off to the races we go on the left side. Flynn. Quick move to the back. Good battle there. Recovered by Griggs. Rejected by the Pirates. 20-plus yards out. Turner can't get a shot off. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Pirate ball, in my opinion. And it is. 7 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first half. Wenatchee and Davis still knotted up, 0-0. Haley Matthews is on the pitch as well. A couple of substitutions just occurred. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for the Pirates. Coach Springer emptying the bench this early. Does it speak to perhaps a bit of frustration, not being able to break through?
I don't think so. We've got, about 6.5 minutes left. And he does need to keep some girls in this game, keep them active, give them some touches in case he has to draw upon the bench later in the game. He could be looking for some more chemistry and whatever. And coaches always want to coach from the bench, or coach the bench, and send players in with instructions rather than yelling them out onto the pitch.
Right in midfield is Ali Rader with a bit of speed there. There's the chipper. The header doesn't work, and a connection goes wide. A good idea, a good touch that time by number 5, Sanchez Blanco, after the missed header. And we almost had the first tally of this half, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, the little miscommunication between their center back and the keeper almost cost them dearly. And that was a good touch to get in there by Sanchez to get that foot on the ball. Unfortunately, just went a little wide.
A quick touch to the left side. A little bit hard to control for Miss Olivas. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball. Megan Milner. Rejected by Bohosky. Off to the races for Davis's Causer. Another starter of the Eastmont game that did not start today. Across midfield we go now. Bohosky. Olivas. Palma. Olivas. Right foot. Stopped at the 18. Defensive header by Turner. Bit of a mismatch there. Matthews was. Sanchez Blanco. To the center circle with a bit of room. Escobedo. Flynn. Griggs. Into the box we go. That was tough. Still tough. Shot across. This could be interesting. The shot, and it goes wide and high. But it was a good opportunity missed, I think, by Flynn not taking that shot, in my opinion. I don't know what your take is on that one, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, I like quick shots when I'm in there. And that second one, when she scratched, she's just angry with herself because that was a golden opportunity as well. Those are easier shots are sometimes the most difficult ones to make them.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And we can't, I really shouldn't have said that, who was it? Flynn should have taken that shot. I mean, we're here preaching patience, preaching that extra touch, and there we go. Hey, why didn't you take that shot? But we're back in business. Wenatchee still clearly, in a word, dominating the actions here. Not much to be seen from Davis, at least in the first half. We have about 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the half, but we're still tied at 0-0. There's Sanchez Blanco, taken back by Davis. A quick move for Olivas.
But Davis's touch is getting heavy. Seems like Wenatchee's getting a little more urgent going forward and getting a little bit frustrated that they haven't been able to find something, so they're sending more numbers up in there and getting after it. So I think, especially in the second half, things are going to open up a little bit. Davis hasn't made many substitutions. They're going to be a little tired in the second half.
Springer battling it out with Davis player. Whistle on the play, and there will be a free kick, in my opinion. It should be a free kick, and it is a free kick for Davis. There's a player in the Davis team has a ginormous ponytail. It covers the entirety of her number, almost the entirety of her jersey. It's Causer, number 6. A quick run along the left side. Into the box we go. This could be interesting. Let's see what happens with the shot. Delivers a shot across, and it cannot connect with Sanchez Blanco, and another opportunity goes wasting for the Panthers. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee has called.
That was a great look there. A good shot.
We have a player down. It's a Davis player. It looks like Islas, number 4. She is sitting down. She's, of course, conscious. But it seems like looks like a cramp from here. Look, the way they're tending to her leg, it looks like. Couple of huddles now. Actually, 3 huddles. One for Davis, one for Wenatchee, and one for the trainers. And coaching staff tending to the fallen player, whom we repeat is conscious and is sitting up. Now the referee goes over to check on her. It's a Davis player. Now she's going to try to get up, and does. She's going to need a little help, it looks like, but she seems to be doing all right. They're checking if she can put some weight on that foot, it looks like, Matt.
Yeah, she's pretty ginger right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
she's
must have-
walking out of towards the Davis bench with no help out of her own power.
That's good to see, but she's in some pain right now.
Oh yeah, clearly in some pain. Yes, and she's favoring one leg over the other, but she's requiring no help. Looks like that ankle on that right foot is seems to be the problem, because she's not setting her foot fully on the ground. She's kind of moving it sideways a little bit, twisting it a little bit. At any rate, number 16 for Davis, Alexis Olivas, will take her place. And as we approach the end of the first half, we will resume the action. It is number 4, Itzel Islas, starting on her first game this year for the Davis Pirates. Quick push down the left side, the header. Another header by Sanchez Blanco on the hands of a very busy but at the same time very alert Eliza Berman. She has been lucky a couple times, but she's done a good job maintaining the shutout. There's Blanco, Sanchez Blanco, I should say. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Into the box we go. Flynn. Rejected by Davis, only partially. Pushed back by Turner. Davis trying again to get out of their own half. Once again, Jaden Griggs recovering it for Wenatchee. The clearing doesn't work a third time. Shot into the box and the stop by Berman. There's Berman. Jade Olivas. It's uncanny sometimes how careless Davis is with the ball getting out of their own half. They just want it out as far away as possible. They're really under some pressure here.
Yeah, they appear like they're just kind of kicking the ball, trying to get it away. They're not really looking where they're going to pass, don't really understand where to pass, and more than often than not, it's landing right at Wenatchee's feet.
There's Causer. The quick touch for Alexis Olivas. Taken back by Toth. Jaden Griggs. Shot across. Looking to connect with Sanchez Blanco. The ball a bit too long. And the whistle indicates that this first half is history, with Wenatchee dominating Davis, but still, we're all tied at 0-0. When we come back, we'll have a quick recap of the first half and 40 more minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. As we await the start of this second half of play, Wenatchee against Davis, we'll have a look at the schedule of broadcasts for the NCW Live Channel Sports. Thursday, September 21st at 7 p.m., Call of the Wild with Arch Ecker and Wenatchee Wild coach Bliss Littler. At 7:30 p.m., Vernon at Wenatchee Wild, a replay of the game from September 16. September 22nd, Moses Lake at Eastmont, live from across the bridge here. Saturday, September 23rd, noon, Leavenworth Autumn Leaf Parade, live with Jim and Diana Zumini. 2 p.m., Davis at Wenatchee. The game you're watching today will be replayed. 7 p.m., Walla Walla at Eastmont Football, a replay of the game from September 8th. On Sunday, September 24th at noon, Davis at Eastmont, a soccer game from the 14th of September. At 2 p.m., West Valley at Wenatchee Volleyball, a replay of the September 12th game. At 5 p.m., Davis and Wenatchee Soccer, the game you're watching right now. And at 7 p.m., Mount Boucherie at Wenatchee Football from September 15. So lots of action and a variety of sport here at NCW Live Channel. Team starting to show back onto the pitch. We have Wenatchee going from right to left on your screen in this second half of play, ladies and gentlemen. And the players sharing some high fives and some cheers and some jumping jacks and all sorts of crazy, wild stuff.
Probably trying to get warm. It's cold up here in the booth.
It is cold here. We're both wearing jackets. We love NCW Live Channel very much, but it's too cold to be wearing the short sleeve shirts with the company logo on them. We have jackets on. Today we're the, what is this, a Nautica and
the Sims. Yeah, my fishing jacket. I'm almost going to bring my my stadium jacket for coaching next time.
Now Davis has entered the playing surface. They will take care of business from left to right. Referee is by the center circle. Assistant referees have taken their places as well. We're almost ready to begin the second half with Wenatchee and Davis tied at 0-0. Referee looking around, checking here, checking there. Everybody, like you said, trying to keep warm.
Yeah, we'll
ahead,
see.
please.
I mean, Davis they've been in a warm locker room the last 12 minutes, and they came out here, no time to warm up, and they're going to start second half. Well, maybe it's a good time just to get right at him for Wenatchee.
Yeah. Part of me feels sad that there will be no more pretty days, especially since this is like my vacation week. But on the other hand, we've had a rough summer, folks, with fires every single where in the northwest and southwest of Canada. So if this helps our courageous firefighters, hey, more power to it.
Quick ball right into the corner there. They tried to get her off guard and get that ball in deep right off the bat.
We're right back in business here at the Apple Bowl with Wenatchee and Davis battling for the 3 points. A quick run along the right side is interrupted by Davis. Katrina Cup recovered by Wenatchee now. In Wenatchee territory, Raider connecting with Wiersma. Wiersma pushing the ball upfield, rejected by the back line of the Pirates. Trying again is Springer. At midfield, recovery by Alisa Palma. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Davis' ball, and it is. There is Raider. Ball straight up. Bit of a fancy touch there. 2 headers in a row. Jolly. Cleared away. Alisa Palma. The quick run a bit too long for Garfias. And a souvenir for some fans here. A shot way out. Now I'm intrigued to find out whether Wenatchee has a new goalkeeper in this second half.
It appears so.
Doesn't look like Kenya.
I don't know if Kenya, did she take any shots?
The only goalkeeper listed on the roster other than Kenya is Haley Matthews, who saw some playing time as a field player in the first half. There is Escobedo. I've always been drawn to this type of player. The player like Escobedo is the customs agent, I call it. The player that perhaps doesn't show up a whole lot on the stat sheet, but most every dangerous ball goes through her at some point.
Yeah, some players are just kind of like magnets, and the ball always finds their feet. And
that's a good way of putting it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. It looks like for Wenatchee. There's the throw-in. right into the box. Nobody can quite connect. Springer. Wiersma. Ball a bit too long. Not speaking the same language. Wiersma and Griggs. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for Davis. 36 minutes, 59 seconds left in the second half. And that is one cold head coach for Davis. He's covering his face. He's lifting his jacket up as far as it can cover his face. It's a chilly one here at the Apple Bowl. A shot from about 20 yards out. Not a major problem for the goalkeeper, Eliza Berman.
Yeah, this wind is pretty cutting. But it's crazy because it might be 50 degrees out, 54 degrees.
Maybe at the very lowest.
That's gonna seem balmy here in a few months.
Yeah. There's a quick run. Looking for the Springer. Over to battle it with her is Cup. Springer perseveres, delivers a shot across. Good move. And Berman on the bounce. Let's see if she can stop it. The ball is still bouncing around and it goes out of bounds. And it should be a corner kick. First corner kick of the half. All the corner kicks in this game favoring the ladies in white. We're up to 7 now. Not a corner kick yet for Davis. Cleared away. Trying again. Into the box. A bit of a header there. Top of the box. In it goes. Flynn. Well surrounded.
Look, far post here. Oh,
Wiersma.
little too harsh, but
It was the right idea.
Right idea.
It was the right idea. 35 minutes, 22 seconds left in the second half. This moment of the game brought to you by Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Go ahead and take a walk on the wild side. "35 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second half. Wenatchee and Davis tied at 0-0. Springer and Wiersma. Wiersma, and it looks like Milner and the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Davis. "34 minutes, 44 left in the second half. When I first came into the stadium, I saw that the scoreboard wasn't on, and I thought, oh my goodness, how are we going to keep time? This was still during the JV game, but the red numbers on that scoreboard shining mighty bright right now.
yeah, they're having some issues getting that thing to work a little earlier today, and wasn't so sure they're going to find a way to make it happen, but they did.
A quick run along the right side, interrupted that time by Jordan Jolly, one of the more efficient defenders so far for the Davis Pirates.
Still a countdown timer, though. We got to keep working on them, get them to count up.
There's a clear right alongside the 18, cleared away by Naughton. Trying again is Wenatchee. Ball on the feet of Wiersma. Wiersma, the touch up field. Escobedo. Wiersma. Into the box it goes, and the stop by the goalkeeper, Berman. There's Wiersma. The turn by Griggs. Connecting with Toth. Taken away by the Pirates.
Good job defensively
Martin.
there.
That one is Palma. A bit too long that time for Palma. I'm guessing that is Matthews, the goalkeeper for Wenatchee in this second half.
She did a good job, you know. So a lot of goalkeepers don't come off their line like that. She's right where she should be when the ball's in the other half. If you're not, you're going to invite that long ball through.
You got to act like your own sweeper in situations like that.
Exactly.
Ball goes out of bounds with more urgency than style there. That shot by Liscantu throw-in for Wenatchee. There's Flynn. Flynn and Rader. Rader and Griggs. Griggs with a bit of speed. Nice job clearing the way, the turn. Getting that left foot ready. The shot bounces off a defender. Let's see if she tries again. There's Toth. Toth backing up a little bit. Wiersma.
Much better patience here right
Yes,
now.
indeed. I was just going to say, they're taking their time. They're pushing the ball back. Milner.
Still playing a little narrow. They could
Griggs.
definitely use some outside support on that.
On the recovery is Rader. Rader and Toth. Toth and Wiersma. Wiersma looking for Escobedo. First runner is Springer. Springer marked by number 11, Mesa. Ball goes out of bounds.
So he's pointing for a corner.
And it's another corner kick. Let's jot it down. That's the 8th one of the game. All 8 going for Wenatchee. So Mesa, another one of the starters of the Eastmont game that's seen some playing time as a sub today. That is number 11. There's the corner kick. Trying again from the corner of the box is Rader. Penetration on the right side. Recovered partially by Alexis Olivas. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Davis ball. 30 minutes, 30 seconds left in this, the second half of play. Collins Fashions in downtown Wenatchee. Real clothes for real women. One of our distinguished sponsors here in this 2017 season of girls soccer action. On the move. Davis now on the left side. This could be interesting. The quick push, straight up the middle. There's Mesa, rejected by the back line of Wenatchee. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Fiona Naughton taking care of this throw-in. 29 minutes, 52 seconds left in the second half. That one doesn't quite work. Springer recovers for Wenatchee. Trying again was Wiersma. There's Wiersma. Waiting for it on her left was Escobedo. Taken back by the Pirates. That doesn't quite work. There's Toth. Rader. Toth. Toth. Across midfield thanks to a quick touch by Escobedo. Now pushing it upfield on the left side is Griggs. Trying to shake off 2 markers. Griggs. The quick move. Into the box we go. There's Flynn. Flynn. Pushing it back a little bit. Trying again is Toth. Like you said, showing a little bit more patience this time, but they're still playing narrow. They're still not opening the flanks up, using that space, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, exactly. But they are definitely stretching them, which is much better than they did in the first half. So, little things.
A quick run on the left side.
Another corner.
Rader and another corner, this time from the left flank, the 9th corner of the game.
I might either try a short corner here or go back to their first corner that they did of the game. They don't quite seem to be getting that ball in where they want it. I think a short corner would stretch them width-wise.
28 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second half of play. Town Nissan, your local East Wenatchee Nissan dealer, where honesty and transparency come first. There's the shot. And was that a try at an Olympico there, a corner kick, trying to surprise everybody and send it in?
Yeah, well, you might as well. Just if that's the best way to score, right? Just unassisted.
It will be a goal kick for Davis. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Let's see if it looked like the referee, the assistant referee, was signaling a substitution, but I don't see anybody either warming up or holding a bib on the sideline. So it was just an impression. It's a free kick instead. Yeah, well surrounded Olivas was by players who are far taller than her. She was not going to catch up to that one very easily. There is Toth. Toth and Flynn. Flynn, and a quick work by the defense. It looked like number 13 Bohosky sending it out of bounds. It will be Wenatchee ball in another corner. Another corner that would make it.
No, throw in.
Throw in, okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah, the AR on the far side was pointing his flag to the corner.
It's still Wenatchee ball. Wiersma. Wiersma and Raider. Raider. The shot, Raider. Good effort, Raider. And the upright. Wow. What a shot by Raider. Good effort by the Wenatchee player. And Berman, who has had a good game so far, gets a bit of help from her left upright.
Yeah, sometimes when the team just can't find those combo passes to get in through, in behind the defense, longer shots.
Handball called against Ali Raider.
Draw them out with a longer shot. They'll have to come out and contest it. If they don't, then at least you get something in there and it could skip in.
And it almost did that time. And here comes the substitution. It's for Wenatchee once again. With 25 minutes, 39 seconds left in the second half. This moment of the game brought to you by Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge, your Town Chrysler family store where people get nice surprises. And now we see a couple of players warming up for Davis as well. So everybody either trying to stay warm or preparing to see some playing time in the second half. There's the kick. And Ms. Matthews just watches it sail by. 25 minutes, 5 seconds left in this, the second half of play. Davis, the Pirates, Wenatchee, the Panthers, tied at 0-0. Flynn. Stolen by Alisa Palma. There's Palma battling with the much taller Flynn. Wiersma. A quick touch to a teammate, pushing it upfield, trying to connect with Escobedo. Rejected by the Pirates. Ball goes out of bounds. It's thrown for Wenatchee. We're backing action. Springer, double teamed. Battling the ball away from Mesa. Ball goes out of bounds. Throwing for Wenatchee. Let's see what the referee says. Substitution. It's number 15 for Davis. Riley Kappenman. And number 4 for Davis, Itzel Islas. So Kappenman getting her first minutes.
It's good to see Islas come back on the field after that first half injury.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And she's running onto the field, sprinting almost, so her leg must be feeling better. There's the throw-in. Run along the right side. It was Sanchez Blanco, recovered by the Pirates. Into the box, danger situation, waiting for it. A good move that time. There's the left foot. Goal, 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 goal! Jaden Griggs for the Wenatchee Panthers. 23 minutes, 19 seconds left in this second half of play, and the Panthers finally break through, Mike Washington.
That turn that Jaden had was the whole key to that goal right there. Way too quick for that defender to handle and just opened that shot wide open.
So in the 57th minute of play, Wenatchee takes the lead 1-0 over the Davis Pirates. We're back in business now.
I think that's the first we've heard of the Wenatchee faithful over there.
Yeah, they've been rather quiet. They've been rather quiet.
Kind of hard to say scoreboard when it's 0-0.
There's Springer. Brianna Garfias. Taken back by Toth. Battling with Kappenman. Toth. Out of the box. Sanchez, collision. Escobedo. Cleared away by Katrina Cup. Escobedo still battling, and she prevails. The quick touch. Cleared away by the back line of the Pirates. Olivas, that doesn't quite work. Coldy. The touch to the right, and now the push up field, and the stop by Berman. 21 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second half of play. Wenatchee now leading the Pirates of Davis 1-0. This moment of the game brought to you by First Choice Collision Center, Heritage Memorial Chapel, and Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, all proud sponsors of NCW Live Channel Sports. There's the shot! And it dances in front of the goal, and it goes in on the second try. And how about that? Davis have taken a 1-0 game and turned it into a 1-1 tie, to the surprise and shock of absolutely everyone here at the Apple Bowl.
Like we were saying, one shot is all they're playing for. Apparently they're playing for more than one shot. They need one more now. Yeah, I think Wenatchee looks really shocked by that attempt. I saw it coming. It's exactly what they did with Eastmont. They got down a goal, and then they started sending numbers forward. Can't fall asleep even though you're dominating. And
I was stunned. I made no sense on that call because I was stunned. I could not believe what I was seeing. I mean, this is a team that showed nothing in the first half, and now not only are they not just lying down here, but they've scored one on Wenatchee, a team that has completely dominated them.
Well, it was a brilliant shot. It came in high. The wind kept it up there. Really difficult to time. And bar down is really tough for a keeper to handle, especially if the ball's in behind you. So, yeah, good for Davis for chipping away, finding that one opportunity.
Yeah. Could you tell who the scorer was? Because I was too shocked to even look at the jersey numbers. It looked like Mesa to me, number 11, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think it was number 10.
Number 10? Well, that was Elisa Palma, number 10. I thought Palma took the first shot, the one that bounced off.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was remembering.
Yeah, because that shot looked incredible. I was like, oh my gosh, that's going in. Oh no, it's not. And then it was basically just a tap in that she had to do.
Yeah.
All she had to do was tap it in. Tied at 1-1. Now it's going to be interesting how Wenatchee responds, because this is a prideful team, and to have been scored upon when Eastman won the shot. Go, 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 go! And in a matter of 3 minutes, we've had 3 goals here at the Apple Bowl.
Jaden with exact same turn, exact same shot, exact same result as the last time she touched the ball. Davis is going to have to be marking her now that Jaden's coming alive.
So it's 2-1. I have it in the 57th minute, the 1-0. Then the 59th minute, Davis making it 1-1. And then the 2-1 in the 62nd minute. So in 5 minutes, 3 goals. Not bad. Not bad.
So we'll see if my predictor.
Here comes a quick run into the box. Cleared away. There's Springer, 18 yards. Springer, and the goes wide. Matt Weisen, you were saying?
So we'll see if my predictor comes out accurate. I picked a 3-1 win tonight
for
Wenatchee.
Oh man, I'm still stunned by that Davis goal. I apologize, folks, because I made no sense calling that. I have no idea what I'm seeing. But still. And still, good job by Wenatchee responding to that, because, like I was saying right before the goal, this is a prideful team, and to have had Davis score on them in a game in which Davis has shown next to nothing has to hurt.
Oh yeah,
has to hurt. But that's soccer for you. Like my friend here on my left said, all it takes is one shot. Ball goes out of bounds. So,
yeah, one of our boys' teams this last weekend played in Spokane, and we were more dominant than this game. I don't know how many shots we took. That goalkeeper, I'll use the hockey phrase, literally stood on his head and made save after save, and we probably put at least 15 shots on frame to their 0 shots and came out with a 0-0 tie.
oh my goodness. And there's Islas getting fouled near the corner of the box on the left side. It will be a free kick for Davis, who are not laying down at all for this one. Good to see after that first half we endured. They're still trying to make some noise. And speaking of noise, is that the student section of Wenatchee?
I think it is. I'm trying to figure out what they're saying, but I can't quite.
Because these folks right here on our immediate right, to the right of the booth, facing out towards the field, that's the Davis fandom. That's the Davis fandom.
I think that's mostly their JV team. Okay. And probably their C team. I think they brought a C team.
There's
down.
the shot! Oh, my goodness. That looked like it was going in.
That looked dangerous from here.
Yeah. 15 minutes, 47 seconds left in the second half of play with Wenatchee leading 2-1 in a contest that has gone from one-sided to pretty darn even. For now, anyway.
Yeah, it's getting much more entertaining to watch right now.
Yeah. In a matter of minutes. And once again, Wenatchee repeating the recipe of Eastmont. Eastmont scoring 2 goals, and both by the same player, one of the Chandler girls. And now it's Jaden Griggs scoring twice for the Panthers. Couple of substitutions happening. Number 8 for the Pirates entering the contest. That's Melchor, Catherine Melchor. We're back in business. It was Maddie Chandler who scored the 2 goals for Eastmont.
Yep.
Quick takeaway by the Panthers. Quick run, left side. Jaden Griggs looking for the hat trick. It's good to see the fandom come alive, though. It was like almost like a tennis game in the first half. Very quiet. Raider. Taken back by the Pirates. Raider still battling. Number 8 for Davis Melchor. Escobedo. Ball goes out of bounds. There should be a throw-in for Wenatchee, and a couple of substitutions happening as well for the Panthers. One of them is number 16, Milner, returning to the pitch. 13 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second half. Ball goes out of bounds once again. Top of the box, Escobedo, Turner. That one is Milner. Olivas, handball in my opinion. Referee agrees. Indirect free kick for Davis. So far, a pretty clean game, I have to say. Nothing that we could call controversial or downright dirty or dangerous on either team.
No, I haven't seen any of that going on. It's a really clean game tonight. Not even hardly any accidental fouls. I don't know if there have been any fouls. There have been handballs.
Handballs and a couple of offsides here and there, but that's about it. I think we saw one foul in the first half over in that corner there on the right side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Toth connecting with Milner. Rejected, recovered by Alisa Palma. Leaves one behind. Nice move that time. Calling for the foul. Referee says play on. Referee says she went to the ball.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. I think it was just a hip on hip, and the stronger girl came out on top.
Yeah, Alisa Palma is a little girl. I mean, she's not very tall at all, and some of those defenders on the Wenatchee side have several inches on some of the Davis players. There's a free kick. Into the box it goes. A touch. Alisa Palma battling. Fiona Naughton. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and it is. Throw-in for the Panthers. 11 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second half of play. Wenatchee leading Davis 2-1. Couple of whistles hearing. And
substitution. I think
substitutions.
she's trying to creep a little further up the sideline as well with that throw.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of in a blind corner for me.
Yeah, it's Springer getting out of the game. And replacing her, it looks like Greta Wiersma for the Panthers.
Davis is definitely throwing numbers forward, which could play to Wenatchee's benefit here, because Davis really hasn't looked that dangerous. They're getting numbers up, but they're just not really able to connect and link going forward with any kind of threatening ball.
There's a quick run along the right side. We saw Jolly play basically like a midfielder, and she was defending over there earlier in the second half. She was right by the 18, and she had the last touch a couple of minutes ago. Wiersma. Whistle on the play, and it will be a free kick for Davis here. Just a couple of yards away from the 18. And judging by how the first and only goal for Davis came about, they have good reason to be worried. Wenatchee does on this play.
Well, Wenatchee doesn't have numbers back to defend right now. Okay, now they're kind of getting back now, and
yeah, that wall is a bit too close for my taste. Maybe a couple of yards, a couple of steps back, I should say.
It's pretty obvious she's just going to go straight to goal here and try and score, but hard to do when you're sitting back and you're going to use your toe to shoot. So technical, a little bit of work needs to be done there.
9 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second half, and now it's number 8 for Wenatchee, Jaden Griggs, who has a brace so far in this game, 2 goals in the 57th and the 62nd minute. And it's pretty funny. You said it right. You got it right on the money. The goals pretty identical. The 2 goals by Griggs.
Yeah. Yeah, really, really smooth, quick turn.
And there's the shot. And once again, Davis adhering to the same recipe, trying to test Matthews from afar. You were saying?
Well, yeah, and the defender just not in the position to defend that quick turn.
A quick move by Wenatchee. Into the box we go. About 17 yards, 12 now. The shot bounces off a defender. It was a good effort by Griggs. And now it's Sanchez Blanco on the right side.
Griggs
The
a little
chipper.
hungry for that third goal.
Oh, yeah, she wants it.
I think if she could have looked back out just a little to her left, found a teammate hungry for that ball. Worst thing that happens is the teammate gets a shot off, and that isn't such a bad deal there.
Whistle on the play.
Jaden's a marked girl right now.
Waiting for a substitution. The Pirates are. It's number 10, Alisa Palma, entering this contest in a second when the referee gives the go-ahead, and there it is. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second half. There's the throw-in. Smith. Recovered by Alisa Palma. Palma and Naughton. Naughton and number 12, Cantu. Recovered by the Panthers, Coldy. Pushed way upfield, looking to catch up to Sanchez Blanco. Ball goes out of bounds, however. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. Wiersma recovering. Ashley Turner. Shading towards the right. Turner. And the shot trying to catch Berman unawares does not prosper. It will be a goal kick for the Pirates. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second half. Ball goes out of bounds. Folks, we'd like to take this opportunity because I know they're listening to us and watching this game to send some good vibes and some good thoughts to the Mexican community here in the Wenatchee Valley. As you probably heard, Mexico, for the second time in less than a month, hit by a massive earthquake today, 7.1, just weeks after being hit by the largest earthquake in its history. So some really rough times, I'm sure, for not just the Mexican people in Mexico, but the legions and legions of Mexican people living here in the United States, and particularly in our Wenatchee Valley. I'm sure Matt echoes those sentiments.
Yeah, it's got to be devastating, and communication has just got to be probably just excruciating for their loved ones up here, trying to get a hold of
trying to
people
find
down
out
there
yes.
and find out.
Yes.
It's just got to be really scary and heartbreaking for everybody down there and involved.
A quick touch. Pushed outfield by Davis. There's Palma. Palma, a little spark plug of a player. She has ran her heart out here in the second half.
Yeah, she's a great little player. I say little player, but I mean,
I know what you mean.
She's got
Don't
a big
worry.
heart, and definitely, I think any team would love to have her on their team.
Absolutely. Free kick for Davis. Davis looking to tie this up. So far, Wenatchee leading 2-1. We went to the break tied at 0-0 after Wenatchee put on a barrage of chances upon the gate, defended by Eliza Berman, but could not convert. And then in the second half, in a matter of minutes, we have 3 goals. 2 for Wenatchee, 1 for Davis, and that's how it stands now. 2-1 for the Panthers. Brimbahoski. Taken back by the Panthers. Across midfield we go with a bit of speed to it. Running is Amold. Amold. Ponytails flying in the wind. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Wenatchee ball, and the referee says yes. It will be a corner kick.
Throw in.
Throw in. Has Davis had a corner kick today? By my count, no, but
I don't think so. They've had a couple free kicks that have kind of looked like them from
Yeah.
off the side there.
yeah. Another throw in. Into the box we go. Wenatchee could really use a third goal here to end the suspense, so to speak, especially with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, definitely. Davis is going to be pressing.
And here comes Davis. Islas taken back nimbly by the Wenatchee back line. Into Davis territory, cleared back away by Davis once again, and there's Palma. Itzel Palma running to it. First on it, however, is Matthews with the stop and the delivery.
Wenatchee just holding that ball a little long. They're content to dribble, and they're covering so much space dribbling, but it really is slow, and Davis is able to organize them behind the ball when they just dribble so much.
Charge from behind was Griggs. Play continues, says the referee. Run along the right side. Ball goes out of bounds, and
Another corner.
We've seen this one before, haven't we? Yes. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 corners for Wenatchee. Now we're
Double substitution for Wenatchee here.
having a couple of subs enter the game as we approach the end of this second half. I gotta hand it to these fans who showed up with blankets and hoodies and jackets, and they've stuck it out here for this 2-1 so far victory, partial victory for Wenatchee. We're still not over yet, of course, and there's a corner kick into the box. Wiersma cleared back partially, recovered by Wenatchee. There's Escobedo and Milner and Escobedo. This one's got some speed to her, getting that right foot ready. Still can't quite pull the trigger. Looked like a hard charge there in the heart of the box. And there's number 8, Jaden Griggs, looking for number 3.
Great opportunity there. Also good opportunity, I hate to say it, but she got hip checked pretty hard in that box there, and good for her for not going down. But I've seen penalties called on that. That amount of contact.
Without a doubt. 2-1 lead for Wenatchee. Wenatchee looking for the third tally. Davis looking for the right to go to overtime here. There's Ali Rader. Ball goes out of bounds. And some of the Davis fans on their feet now clapping for this last charge by the Pirates. Martin. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Wenatchee deep in their own half of the field. Referee keeping time now. Clock has stopped at the 2-minute mark.
You're in, Jaden. You're in.
Griggs trying to stay on side. Does. And here she comes into the box. Left foot. The quick touch. Smart move. The chipper. Yes. Goal, 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 goal. Allie Flynn makes it 3-1. And that is all she wrote, in my opinion. Matt Wyson, there's no coming back from this one.
I think Davis has definitely put a lot of energy in to try and get that tying goal. And this third goal for Wenatchee has just got to be heartbreaking for him.
Gosh. And what a move. What a maneuver that time by Jaden Griggs, staying on side, capturing the ball, making the run, and delivering the pass for number 11, Allie Flynn.
Yeah, Allie did a good job of catching up to that play, staying wide. And Davis, in true fashion, lost backdoor marking, and Allie just had to tap that sucker in.
3-1. Let's see what the referee says, how much longer we have of play action here at the Apple Bowl.
It's got to be drawn tight any minute now.
We don't have a whole lot of reasons to think that there will be injury time or any additional time. The only injury that took some time happened in the first half.
Well, he just checked his watch. I
Yeah.
think as soon as Wenatchee clears this ball out, he'll probably blow that whistle.
There's Alisa Palma. Palma pushing the ball upfield for Islas. Islas battling it out with Amold. Ball will belong to the Pirates in what could be the last play of the game. Referee looks like he's got his whistle on his lips. There's the throw-in. There's Islas. Shot across. And the stop by Matthews. Whistle is there, and that indicates that this game goes in the books with a 3-1 victory for the Wenatchee Panthers over a game, if somewhat overmatched, Pirates from Davis High School. Once again, the final score 3-1 with 2 goals by Jaden Griggs and 1 goal by Allie Flynn. When we come back, we'll have a quick recap of the action here at the Apple Bowl. You're watching NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Apple Bowl, where Wenatchee has just taken care of Davis by a score of 3-1. And I do not know if there is a fan here in the stadium, Matt Weisen, that doesn't think that this was the right result for the kind of action we saw.
Yeah, I think even Davis diehards probably still feel fortunate to come out with one goal in this game. Wenatchee still is probably a little frustrated with 3-1. It obviously could have been more. They had lots of shots, a lot of opportunity, a ton of possession. A lot of possession wasted as well.
Yeah.
So they've got some room to improve.
Let's not forget that this game was 2-1 until the 80th minute, so it was a lot closer than the score could tell you, which is pretty impressive considering how one-sided the action was for most of the contest. The first goal happened in the 57th minute with Jaden Griggs delivering a shot from the left corner of the goal. Then a couple of minutes later, if that, Davis delivers a long shot that bounces off the crossbar, and on the bounce, Davis forward, all she had to do was tap it in to shock everyone in this stadium with a 1-1 tie at the time. Then 2 minutes later, praise be to the Wenatchee Panthers for coming back, and Jaden Griggs delivering a shot almost identical to the one from 5 minutes earlier and putting Wenatchee back up ahead 2-1. And then in the final minute of play, Jaden Griggs getting ready for another deep run on the left side, but instead of delivering a shot, she crosses it to an almost wide open Ali Flynn, who then taps it in for the third tally of the contest. The final result, 3-1 for Wenatchee, and a victory for this team that is now 3-1 in this season. The only loss, the first game against Central Valley. Since then, nothing but victories. What's next for the Panthers, Matt Weisen?
Thursday at Sunnyside, 7 o'clock. So, Sunnyside's put together some good teams in the past, and don't expect anything different from this going forward.
Going to be an interesting one, without a doubt. Folks, we're going to wrap it up here. So our thanks go to Dan Coons, Michael Price, Becca Freemuth, Josiah Davison, and of course to my partner, Matt Weiss. And I'm Sebastián Moraga saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Thanks for watching Wenatchee Panthers Soccer on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast has been presented by Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Town Nissan, Collins Fashions, and the Walkabout Grill in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Bringing local sports to you, we are the NCW Life Channel. Thanks for watching.